I'm kind of stoked about it now because I feel like YouTube's taken a huge hit from that, because they kind of have been coasting off of the fact that like they are the most popular media. I think YouTube's probably the most popular all around like medium for consumption of music, videos, anything like that. And but they've been cracking down so hard, and like Facebook, Facebook, I tried to share a meme last week. Not even share. I made a meme, and this is when I get really mad. Is when I go through all the effort of making.
I put in the
meme.
effort to make a meme.
Yeah, and it was like not even a good meme, so I'm not that mad. But it was like, you know how like this week's trend was like the meme was like my summer plans, and it's like a picture of something from like a movie or something, and then like 2020, and then it's like whatever in that movie killed that thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I made one that was Jeffrey Epstein, my summer plans, and then the second panel said not 2020, and it was just a picture of Jeffrey Epstein as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he didn't kill himself.
I saw that meme, and then I also saw that Facebook flagged it saying there's no sufficient evidence to prove that Hillary or Bill Clinton killed Jeffrey Epstein.
I know. I was like, dude,
and there was nothing about that in that picture or meme.
It's like, dude, I didn't even mention the Clintons in this one, dude.
Unless you like snuck a very tiny, like pixel-sized Hillary in that picture with a knife. Like I didn't see that.
Like a Fight Club level, like flash, like boom,
yeah,
boom, picture of
a flash
Hillary Clinton.
of Hillary Clinton superimposed on a penis.
But like that was beyond. Facebook's getting ridiculous. I've had my fair share of run-ins with Facebook, but that was like, dude, you guys aren't even hiding the ball anymore. Like I just made a meme that had nothing to do with the Clintons, and you were just like, Hillary, they didn't do that. What are you talking about? Why would you even say that? The Clintons didn't kill Epstein. I'm like, dude, calm down. We know they did.
They're raging. The bots are raging.
Yeah, I and then like that's the other, so this week I had and this is why Spotify's kind of on my shit list this week. I was supposed to release a song, which is a very rare occurrence for me, but we just started recording stuff in the studio, and I've been planning to release a song every 2 months. So we just finished that song Girls Like You, which was kind of like mostly my project that I got John to record drums on. It was a lot of old recordings from like stuff I had done before, and we just kind of mishmash it together, got it produced, got it mastered by Sean Mercer and Matt Schulman at Mobtown, and it sounds good. And so I figured, I'll release it. I was supposed to release it on Friday night at midnight. And I log on the day of just to like get my Spotify link, and I had already put like $400 worth into like submissions to playlists and stuff like that, and it was set all to be released. And then I'm looking for my Spotify, and I can't find it. And so I go on to Spotify for Artists, which if anybody's like not familiar with how this shit works, because I'm really not either, as you'll be able to tell as this story progresses. When you distribute music to Spotify, you go through a publishing medium, for instance, like TuneCore or CD Baby or one of those things, DistroKid or whatever. And I go through TuneCore. And so it's kind of like the same concept as like the RSS feed, how we release the podcast on SoundCloud, and then it aggregates to all the different streaming platforms via the RSS feed. So TuneCore aggregates to all the music streaming platforms, Spotify, Pandora, stuff like that. So you really don't necessarily have that much control or any direct control over your Spotify profile. Like you have one, but then you have to claim that profile. So like I can search myself on Spotify and find myself, but I can't like edit it until I claim that page. So I just signed up for Spotify for Artists this week. I log on to Spotify for Artists, and when I initially did it, it gives you a drop-down menu that says select your page, and I drop down. I found myself way, way, way at the bottom, obviously. There's like 14 sophomores apparently. I'm like, dude, how many fucking sophomores are there? So I find myself, and I'm like, okay, cool. So then a week later, Friday, I log on to find myself, and I get onto my Spotify for Artists page, and I look at the right tab, and I notice that 3 people are listening right now. And that immediately struck a chord with me, because I was like, this is off. Something's off. Nobody listens to my Spotify. Something's going on here. So that's when it kind of triggers me. I'm like, wait, somebody's listening? What's going on? What song are they listening to?
Yeah, why?
How is this happening? So then I look at my profile picture, and it's like this pink, hazy, like beach scene or something like that. And I'm like, that's not me. And but it still says sophomore. And then I go through the music tracking list, and there's like 13 songs that just says I released an album this week. And there's like 13 songs that aren't mine. And at the very bottom are like my 3 songs I had on Spotify. So it turns out, so this other band called Sophomore this week.
You're both linking to the same Spotify account?
Here's what's fucked up. this other band named Sophomore just released an album this week. They released an album, or last week, on May 10th. And I guess when they released their album, it somehow just merged it onto my account. So now we're the same band. So now,
Weird.
and so like it's their page now, but I have control over it. So it's technically my page, but it's all their stuff, like their profile picture, their information, but then like my 3 songs at the bottom. My page has completely disappeared. So I had to like go onto all my playlist submissions and push them back and stuff. I was really worried that I was going to have to lose $400 over it. I had to delete my song to be released. I had to reschedule it because if I would have released it, it would have gone on their Spotify and all my millions and millions of streams would have gone to them.
Yeah,
so I was like,
that.
Fuck that. So I had to
they
cancel
would have gone
that.
to you eventually because you owned the account, but
Maybe, but that's the thing. So
but they're going to be able to fight it. They're like, look at how many of our songs are on it, and look how many of his songs are on it.
It's like, we have 12, he has 3. The only time he's ever had listeners on his page was when he noticed that it was now our page. And we just came out last week. This guy's a fucking loser. No wonder you deleted his account. But so, I go through the process of, it's all, here's the thing that really bugs me about these websites like that, like Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. These companies are huge. These companies are humongous. I mean, Facebook, Google, Instagram, Spotify, these are some of the biggest companies in the world. Yet, you cannot talk to somebody if you have an issue. They have like an FAQ. They have like, they tried their damnedest to not even let you submit your own complaint.
Yeah.
Like you click like contact us, and then it makes you go through like 7, like, are you sure you didn't read the FAQ? You should probably read the FAQ. And I'm like, dude, I just want to tell you what's happening with me or whatever. And so I bypass all that stuff, and I finally get to a thing where they send me an email, a bot email, and it says, please select the issue. And the 2 options were, someone's songs are on my account, or some of my songs are on someone else's account. And
so
I was like,
they know about this issue.
Yeah, they know about this issue, but I was like, where's the button that says all of my songs and my entire existence are on this person's account? Where's that button? So I just went with the closest thing to it, and I selected my 3 songs, and it's like, great, we'll look into it. Should take about 10 to 15 business days. And I'm just like, dude, I don't have that kind of time. I mean, I do have that kind of time. I have all that time, but it's
it takes
like, why?
like 10 minutes to figure out that both like your songs are not the same band as that other band.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it takes 10 minutes.
It's like, well, these guys are noticeably better. This guy is clearly not that same Sophomore.
Is that a guitar riff from 2015 that I hear?
But
Did
it's
you go
like,
to a time machine and record that? What happened?
it's frustrating because you're looking at this company, and I understand it with SoundCloud. SoundCloud is like not...
They're a failing business.
They're a failing business. I understand that if I have an issue with SoundCloud, they're kind of like, dude, your guess is as
I
good
don't
as
even know
mine.
why I have a job anymore.
I'm amazed at this. But Spotify, dude, you don't have one single... You can't like link up with some call center in India so I can at least call and feel like I'm being like dealt with. And, it's just impossible to get in contact with them. And so now I'm sitting here and I have no clue. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe I should just delete all the shit off Spotify and start fresh. It's not like I had that much traffic in the first place and we're just getting stuff off the ground. But it's annoying that I have to resort to that. And it's annoying that you have no recourse. And that's the same thing we discussed before about, like, Twitter and Instagram, how, like, Kyrie, when he was on the podcast a while ago, it was a good podcast. You guys should listen to that. It was, like, 20 episodes ago at this point, which is crazy to think about. But he had, like, 4 different accounts banned. And you have no ability to really appeal it. It's like you can submit an appeal, but it doesn't matter. People are making... If you get to a certain point, you can be making you can be making a lot of money if you're a popular channel on YouTube or something like that, or on Spotify. And the fact that they can just kind of eliminate your entire existence with zero recourse, a lot of times you're not... Like we've had pictures taken down from Instagram that didn't violate any guidelines. And it's just some bot that just takes it down. And it's like, that one picture we had was like one of our best trafficking posts, and they just removed it. And it's like, and then you try...
The almost naked girl, is that the one you're talking about?
The almost naked girl. The almost naked girl, But like, it's on her account perfectly fine. And like I demonstrated before, all I did was take a screenshot of my Discover page, which was all posts from other people, screenshotted that, posted it up just to prove a point, and lo and behold, they deleted that too. So it's like, dude, when I click my search bar, all these pictures come up, but if I post it, it's a violation of nudity and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. And so you have no recourse, and these companies get away with doing whatever the hell they want. One of Dom's friends had a really trafficked TikTok page. I don't know what she did. I don't know what people do on TikTok. I still refuse to get one. Just because I feel too old. To me, getting a TikTok would be like going to B Lounge. That's a Towson reference there.
Yeah.
Like just going to like a college bar on a Friday night. Like I don't belong there. I don't belong on TikTok. You know,
your
brother gets away with it because
all underage people go to.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but she had like 300,000 followers, and then essentially people can just flag your page just because they don't like you or like just to fuck with you. And then they'll just, if you get enough flags, they just remove your page. And so it's like now she lost 300,000 followers, and she can't even appeal that and be like, wait, I actually did nothing wrong. You can't even talk to somebody. I actually did hear TikTok. Your brother's neighbor was telling me this, that government employees aren't allowed to have it installed on their phone because it's a Chinese app, and it's like they're
like afraid of security risks and shit.
It's known that it like harvests all your information, which like so does every other app.
That's what they're saying about Zoom too, but we're still fucking doing the podcast on it.
Yeah, and plus we put
at
all
least
this
we
shit
have like the people monitoring our Zoom, watching it. So like it's like 2 extra listeners.
We got 2 listeners in China who are like, these guys are pretty good. These guys are pretty good. I'll take that. We're doing this for public consumption.
We're doing this for the People's Republic.
Exactly.